We were feeling each other up. Well, he was feeling me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I was just
you didn't
being
even
their
touch
cutie.
him.
No, I didn't. It's because I feel shy.
You can't put expectations on people. Nobody. You can't expect anybody to do anything for you or thinking for you, because you always kind of have to just think about you and just move. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode.
We missed you guys so much.
Well, low-key, I didn't.
You're like, we abandoned y'all
I'm
for
like,
2
sorry
weeks.
about it. I'm like, see you next year. Or not. I'm just kidding. Our organization in our head has definitely not been like
correlating with our time schedule and our agenda. We do apologize again and again and again and again.
At this point, I'm fucking apology Danny. So sit back and relax, because I know your ear is gonna be hurting after this episode, porque tenemos mucho chisme que decirte. We've been doing so much the last couple of weeks that like I'm a little in shock how I am still a little like breathing and like moving and like doing things and even trying to entertain right now. But low-key, I like it. I'm a very, entertaining person. I always try to entertain everyone around me.
Very entertaining. Just looking at you is entertaining.
You think I'm a joke?
Yes. Comedy Central.
But for today's episode, you guys, we are just gonna give you guys a little bit of an update. But before we do that, comment down below right now what you are doing as well, because we missed you guys and we want to know what you're doing or what you have been doing, because I know it was a long time, girl. Before we move on, let's give a shout out to the real ones that left a comment on last week's episode,
because y'all had us screaming. The first comment is from Ada Garcia 6376. My boyfriend and I have been together for 7 months. Sex was good for 3 to 4 months, but recently he only wants to have sex once a week or even once a month. I brought it up various times, but he says sex isn't everything in a relationship. I've gone through his phone and found nothing. We also have each other's location and he just works and comes home. Any advice? I'm thinking of breaking up because I have a higher sex drive, but at the same time, he's my first serious relationship. We both live together and he gives me money and loves me for who I am. I just don't know what to do about our sex life. Keep up the great work. Love y'all.
Ya no te quieren.
Ya no le pare.
Ya no se lo pare. I'm just kidding. No, but oh my God, dude, that's so sad. I feel like I never want to be in a relationship like that.
I feel like if I'm not getting digged down, then I'm not getting in a relationship.
No, but I feel like if you are an open-minded person, I feel like this podcast is very open-minded. We talk about a lot of open-minded stuff, like my whole. So like I just want to kind of like say that sex is very, 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 very important in a relationship. Whoever says, sex in a relationship is not the most important thing, it's one of the most important things. Because I feel like if you cannot have like good sex, it's like you will
have
most
a horrible
likely,
time.
I know you will have a horrible time. You'll fall out of love with them, or
like
that's my thinking,
No, yeah, but it's like kind of like that emotional connection too. I feel like that you have when you're in love. Obviously, I've never experienced having a love sexual like relationship or anything, and I'm pretty sure it's 100% better than just having like a fling and just like a side hoe or something like that. But yeah, like of
it definitely is. I'll remind you. No, but for real though, I definitely understand where you're coming from. The emotional connection that comes with having sex is so much more different. Like you're like locked in and loaded. You know what I mean? Like
the chemistry is just right.
There.
It's just there, and I feel like it's getting a little hot in here right now.
No, but do you think I'm wrong about sex being very important?
I don't think you're wrong at all, because obviously, personally for me, I think I have a higher sex drive too. Maybe this guy does have a lower sex drive and he's probably just not in the mood to like get it in. But personally for me, I would probably have a conversation with him and be like, are you down to at least like pleasure me? Got some toys. Like, you don't got to do all the action. If you get turned on and eventually you don't want to fuck, go for it. But like, I feel like when he says that's not the whole point of a relationship, it kind of is, because it does leave you guys emotionally connected, because guys don't understand how it is being emotionally connected, and that's one way that they could emotionally connect with their partner.
But I think you should definitely have a little serious talk with him, because
before breaking up with him.
I don't think it's embarrassing to talk about sex. It's like human stuff, you know what I mean? It's like
nature's shit.
Like dogs, cats, whales, everyone has it, you know what I mean? Wait, do whales have sex?
I mean, they have whale sperms, I'm pretty sure.
You're right. I don't know all
anyway,
about that.
I don't know how that works.
But let's move on to the next comment. Now, this one's from Melissa Gardiel. You got this, Danny. I'm a single mom. I have a full-time and part-time job, and I am getting my bachelor's. It's been hard, but I'm doing great. Enjoy watching you guys. Love y'all. Oh, damn.
Wait, so when do you have time for yourself? Like, realistically.
See, not everyone can have time for themselves.
That's crazy. Oh my God.
But that's really good, because I feel like that's crazy. Like, dealing with kids as a single mom, still having to go work, and then having to go to school, and then doing homework, and then studying.
Yeah, that's true. But maybe your alone time and like where you're able to relax is probably the time that you have with your kids. Who knows?
Yeah.
There really are mommies like that literally, like, obviously, who doesn't love their own child and stuff. And, you know, sometimes we could have our moments with our children, like me thinking like I understand and everything, like if I have my own kid. But like, you know, I know parents sometimes have their frustration with their kids and stuff, but those times are the times where you just cherish and enjoy. And I just hope that you also take care of yourself and include some self-care in there, just because, you know, life could be a little hectic and you could just forget about yourself. But you're doing amazing, okay? I'm proud of you.
Period.
We're proud of you.
Now let's move on to the next comment. This one's from Lele-le-le-DF4FI. Irma, you can't take advice from a man when it comes to these situations. Danny is saying it's okay if you have sex on the first date. You have to see if you'll have sexual chemistry. Girl, what? No. If you date with the mindset, good luck ever finding a good man. Most good men don't want someone they can F on the first date. Come on now. Take care of your body. Don't just let anybody in. That's weird. A real friend isn't gonna tell you, yeah, girl, go fuck around. And if they don't call or text you back, oh well, next. Like, huh? What kind of advice is that? A real man will wait. The love and connection you have for each other is what builds up that sexual chemistry.
Yeah, disagree, honestly, because look, I get it. There are good guys and will take you out on the first date and, like, you know, the vibes are great and you don't have to fuck. But sometimes the vibes and the chemistry is just so good that it gets to the point where you have that sexual connection with that person, and it's like, why not try it out? Okay, cool. If it doesn't work out for that guy, like, then I'm not gonna get agitada and be stuck on that guy, because I feel like sometimes whenever you're in this hooking up stage or anything, you don't want to get attached to that person regardless until you actually hang out with them more often. You actually try to find that connection, and you end up finding that connection, because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I did experience that in the past when I was younger with these hookups, that I would eventually sometimes get a little too attached with these people, and I knew that I shouldn't be having these kind of like connection with these persons, especially knowing like the kind of hookups that we're kind of having and stuff. So that's when I would split it. I guess like my point is that it's okay to fuck on the first date and to find that sexual chemistry while still looking for a good person.
It might sound bad the way that I might be saying it, like, oh, if one doesn't work out, well, then move on to the next. It really is like that, and that's reality. Like, you can't really get stuck on the same guy and, you know, be toxic and stuff like that. Like, you can't really, you know, claim anybody.
You really can't.
Because then you're just gonna have high expectations, and then those expectations are gonna be broken.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I've learned lately, is just, you can't put expectations on people. Nobody. You can't expect anybody to do anything for you or thinking for you, because you always kind of have to just think about you and just keep it rolling. They really like you, they'll text you, and if you really like them, then you could text them, and if you feel the vibe is off, the vibe is off. But I also personally feel like sex on the first date, it's not like important, but it's not like it's mandatory either. Like, if Irma, for example, is going out on a date and a guy's like, oh, you know, I like you and stuff like that, Irma's not gonna be like, no, I have to have sex with you. Like, it's not about that. Like, open your minds a little bit and think about it how I said it. It's just very much like, if Irma gets offered with a guy that's like, you're pretty sexy. Like, I want to do the
vibes are
funk with you.
there.
Yeah, like,
It's kind of like freaky deaky.
Is Irma going to deny it?
No.
Probably not if she likes it as well.
Because as mentioned, I have a pretty high sex drive, which is, I guess, I don't think it's a bad thing at all, obviously. Like, you just really enjoy the, like, sex, I guess. Because it's kind of stereotyping, like, a guy could go fuck around and do his thing and then end up finding a relationship eventually from a fuck buddy. Why can't a girl do that just because of my body count? Just because, like, who I'm letting into my body? Just imagine the kind of person that he's been already and how many body counts he's had. Nowadays, with dating, everybody has a huge body count.
Because it's very easy now to hook up. Like, the hookup culture has expanded much more because we have apps, we have social media.
With that being said, I feel like hooking up is okay. It's your choice if you want to hook up on the first date or not. And if a good guy is a really good guy,
or a guy that's interested in you, will text you or hit you up and be like,
or
hey,
tell you at that moment, hey, you know what? Like,
I had a really good time. I would love for you to let's do it again. Like,
thank you to Factor for sponsoring this week's episode.
Between our busy schedules and all the partying, I sometimes feel like I only have 2 minutes before I have to walk out that door.
2 minutes? That's still more than it took for you to get ready for the podcast recording.
Exactly. And that's why Factor has been saving my life. They help me eat smarter with tasty, chef-prepped meals that are dietitian approved, delivered right to your doorstep.
And now they got more than 65 meals weekly, made for how you live and what you like to eat. So you could actually have a proper meal throughout your busy day, even if it's straight to the couch after a hard day's work.
I've been loving the variety premium seafood like salmon and shrimp with no extra cost. Sign me up.
As you guys know, I have been on my wellness journey, so I have been getting the JLP-1 friendly meals and Mediterranean diet meals, which is packed with protein, which I need, and good for you fats.
And the global flavors, Asian-inspired meals with bold flavors from China, Thailand, and more. My taste buds are basically on vacation.
No wonder that 97% of customers say that Factor has helped them have a healthier life. And honestly, I use it, so I think you should too.
Eat smarter at factormeals.com/LTP50 off and use our code LTP50 off to get 50% off your first box. Plus, free breakfast for a year.
That's code LTP50 off at factor.com to get 50% off your first box. Plus, free breakfast for a whole year.
Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor.
Now let's go back to this week's episode.
For example, like this part when she said, that's weird. A real friend isn't going to tell you, yeah, girl, go fuck around. And if they don't call you or text you back, oh, well, next. Well, yeah, it is. Like, if they don't call you back, they're not interested.
Yeah.
If they're not
like,
texting
why are you,
they're
be
not
there like
interested.
A puppy, like, oh my God, pay attention to me. Like,
yeah,
no.
and you got to move on. Oh, the man that is going to fully fall in love with my friend is a man that's going to be madly in love with her and wants her.
He's going to want my attention. He's going to be desperate for my attention.
Yeah.
And the same way that I would like his attention. I'm going to be anticipating for his text.
This might sound fucked up or something. Maybe we won't even put it in, but if we do, well. Like, you know how they say, well, people get to choose their baby daddies, and they really much do. If you choose to have a baby with a man that you probably didn't know, or like he's probably a piece of shit and stuff like that, like you willingly chose this man. The exact same way with Irma. Irma's willing to choose her man. Irma's not gonna let a man that doesn't pay attention to her, that fucking doesn't want to have anything to do with her, makes fun of her.
He just wants my puss.
He just wants his pussy, trying to fuck every single day. Because
like,
I've had a lot of friends a long time ago where all their boyfriends really cared about was hooking up. That's all they really cared about. And they stayed because they thought that was a form of love. But then you start putting two and two together, and everything that I grabbed from all my friends' fucked up mistakes of like getting with certain people, okay, that's a lesson learned. And not only am I taking notes for myself of how I want to be treated in my relationship, but I'm also going to pass down those notes to my friend as well. Like, I'm going to tell her, hey, if this guy's talking to you like this, he's being manipulative. Hey, if this guy's doing this and that, he's doing it for a wrong reason. He's being narcissistic. We get to choose what we want. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I feel like we're just rambling on.
You're like,
shut the fuck up, Daniel Monte.
So let's move on to the next comment. This is from Claudia21. Irma, not being close to your sister stems back to you not having a close relationship with anyone in your family. You're missing out so much because you're never home and always with friends. I'm glad you got to connect with your sister, and I hope that opened your eyes to how important your family is. for sure, I could have a more better and stronger connection with my family. And from how I would mention, like, oh, I'm barely getting like my connection back with my family, I will say that the connection for sure has been growing ever since. Yeah, like I may not be home all the time or anything, and I'm like usually with friends and stuff, but I feel like I personally need that space because if you guys don't know, like I live with my family. I'm always around my family.
Don't think about it too much because maybe this comment doesn't really understand how much you've actually been trying to connect with your family, because you have been, and you've been really respectful with all of them to be like, hey, I'm feeling this sort of way with my family and I want us to have this sort of relationship. So I feel like you are doing good. Like just because this person decided to comment and say, you know, like that, oh my God, you don't have a strong connection. Like, yeah, obviously you've spoke about it before, how you've said that, oh, well, that's not how I want to have a relationship and I'm gonna try, and this is a first step. Like don't blame her for starting to have first step. Back then Irma wouldn't even have had thought like to even invite her sister to go with the concert. She would have probably either gone alone or gone with a guy or something, you
literally
know?
Like so, that like old mindset Irma would have invited a guy instead, knowing that those are little opportunities that I get to choose of, like, okay, like, oh, let me take my sister, oh, let me do this, oh, let me do that. Like those are things that are slowly changing, and I'm just really, really happy about it. Like honestly, I'm not gonna complain, or I'm not gonna even like mention like, oh, the reasons or my reasons. All you guys have to know is that I'm just having a better connection with my family, and that's literally just the best news that you guys could probably even ask for, to be honest.
But you guys, I'm hella fucking thirsty. I'm hella thirsty, but low-key the only reason why I'm thirsty is because I have hella heartburn, girl. These heartburns, girl. I never knew that at this day and age, at this age right fucking now, heartburn and Tums would be my favorite friend, girl.
Dude, that's
I'm
like
about
a
to be
staple in your
wait,
house.
I'm 27, dude. I keep saying I'm 28, girl. Like, it's because low-key I'm already like, I'm 30.
No, honestly, I feel like I'm getting to that point too, because I'm here saying that I'm 27, but I'm actually 26, and I turned 27 in literally a month and 1 week, guys.
No, dude, I need to take advantage of the fact that I'm 27, because fuck, dude, I'll never be 27 again. And this is all giving me anxiety. I have age anxiety. I know you'll have it soon, or you're probably having it right now, but you know.
And if you have experienced it, what's your advice? What tips would you give us?
Do you think I should take like a Xanax? I'm like Adderall. I'm like her son, because girl, I am freaking out about age. But anyways, let's move on to
Sip of the Week.
Oh my God.
I'm leaving.
For this week, we actually decided to get some boba in a can.
Yay!
This one, I literally just saw it in the grocery store and I was like, boba in a can, wow. And I love the packaging. It's super pretty, super Gen Z. Love it.
And then also, this is popping boba. Remember how we tried boba before and it was like not the
coffee
one,
right?
The coffee and the matcha, and it was so gross.
It was disgusting.
But this one's popping, so hopefully it
what
has
is that?
A different,
like popping pussy vibes.
Like it's the one that pops in your mouth. Those are so good.
I like that.
So go on.
So this is the Jerry Boba popping boba drink with green tea. Oh, I don't think I like it.
We'll
with
see.
Green tea, girl. It says artificial flavor, strawberry guava, and it is 130 calories for the whole thing, but definitely a lot of sugar, mama. You'll definitely have a sugar rush.
And I ended up getting kiwi strawberry.
Now it does say to shake it, but you know, we've had experiences where
yeah, I don't want to go too crazy with the shaking.
Hopefully.
Wait. Let me call your man real quick. You're getting a little too horny today.
Okay, let's smell this, girl. No, these are not poppers.
This smells like soda. It smells like juice soda.
Low-key, it smells
like a
really
Fanta.
good. Mine kind of smells like apple juice.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Mine's really good. Let me see.
That's really good.
Oh, you don't really like guava, but
I don't really like guava, but I'm down to try it at least.
Yours tastes very candy. Mine tastes very juice.
I like yours better.
Yeah, mine tastes fresh.
Yeah.
So fresh and so clean.
This one's so juicy. I did end up getting a little piece of the peel of the pearl thingy.
Right now?
Yeah, and it tastes nice.
Oh, lucky.
I like it. It just adds.
I think there's a rat in here.
I think I see feet. I think I see a
That's my
roach.
biggest fear.
No,
Oh my God,
stop.
dude. Yeah.
Why would you say that now?
But before we move on, go ahead and grab your drinks, your bud, your drinks, your bud, your drink, your everything.
Your essentials.
Your essentials. Make sure you get ready because everything that we're about to talk about is crazy, mama.
Highkey.
Well, you guys already know that I came back from Las Vegas from watching Lady Gaga, and how I told you guys that the experience was okay because of the whole hotel thing, and then I also had a really major headache, and like I just couldn't have a good time over there. Well, the good thing is that I had a second opportunity. I'm such a fucking complainer, like, bitch, just fucking enjoy Lady Gaga. Like, for real.
You're like, come on, Lady Gaga, treat me like a queen, bitch.
For real, like, fucking run me over.
I spent like fucking almost 2K.
No,
Come
yeah,
on.
for real though. But I did end up going to see Lady Gaga in her LA show. And like how I mentioned on my TikTok and also on here on the podcast, how me and Alan originally bought our tickets to Las Vegas. And then when she announced that she got her LA tours, we immediately bought her tickets to the LA ones because they had VIP. Of course, this time around that we went was the VIP experience. And I'm a little bummed with the way that it turned out, like the VIP. It wasn't like extravagant. I feel like I had a really high hope for it to be like bomb as fuck because we had already gone with VIP to the Nicki Minaj concert in Arizona, and her VIP lounge was insane, mama.
Impeccable, bitch.
It
Like,
was.
she treated her fucking fans.
No, yeah.
So you were expecting like the way that Nicki Minaj treats her fans, then Lady Gaga will treat the same to her fans, right?
Well, I mean, I still appreciate that.
No, well, yeah, but come on, like Lady Gaga, like she's up there with Nicki Minaj. So, but then mind you, Nicki was doing like huge stadium, no, well, not stadiums, but like huge arenas. Lady Gaga wanted to keep it more like intimate, but yet like not too huge. So maybe she didn't want to put too much of it, and there wasn't much space or something. I don't know. There could be a lot of reasons.
We ended up getting there, and I had chugged 2 bus balls, obviously. The VIP area, like I liked the walk-in, but it was just like a carpa in the parking lot, and all they had for food was like the chicken with the sticks in it. ¿Cómo se llaman?
Chicken skewers?
Yes, chicken skewers and veggie sticks. The drinks, they were like open bars, so they pretty much had like all the drinks. Me and Alan ended up drinking like 6 drinks before we actually got into the concert because I know that for a fact that I am not getting up from my seat and going to go get another drink. So I was like, let me get fucked up now so that by the time that I'm on the concert, I'm literally just dancing my life away and having a great time. And then, you know, like I don't have to get up for my drink or anything. And I made sure to use the restroom 4 to 5 times before it even started. The show ended up starting, and the show was fucking so much fun. I was screaming my heart out. I also had like a little monster like friend in the front, and like he was like talking to us about Lady Gaga. And then we also had another girl in the back that she came actually by herself. So she was like, you guys were a whole ass vibe. Like I loved your guys' energy, and I feel like that's what I give. I feel like when I go to concerts, like I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'm dancing my life away, girl. Like these fucking tickets were so expensive that of course I'm gonna dance like I'm at a nightclub, girl. Like, why are people sitting down and why are people not dancing?
It's Lady Gaga.
Yeah, it's Lady Gaga. Like, yeah, you can record and stuff like that, but I don't know. I feel like our crowd just was not giving like.
But mind
anything.
you, it's because there was a lot of tickets that were resellers.
Yeah, it was a lot of resale bitches. But I feel like overall, it was such a good ass fucking experience. I got major fucking drunk. Irma, I appreciate her because she did take us and brought us back because I made sure that I wanted to drink. And low-key, our parking situation, like to get picked up and drop off, was perfect.
It was.
Irma dropped us off exactly where the VIP was, and she literally picked us up on the street that we needed to like get picked up on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Literally, I even asked them like, "Hey, do you guys want me to take you?" Because I knew it's a Lady Gaga concert. Like, I would want a pregame before I go to my favorite artist. So obviously, I was like, you know what? Like, I'll take you, bitch. Let me get my butler outfit. Bitch, never. No, you'll never catch me.
Never. No, but overall, I feel like I had such a great time. This is one for the books, girl. Like, I am actually thinking about doing a shadow box for all my Lady Gaga stuff because I already finally have everything, and I did take the bracelet home. So like, I am so happy with like the song, and low-key the show very much felt like she was doing it for me because tell me why. The last song that she chooses at the end of her concert, right now she's playing Art Pop, which is one of her albums. So she's going down like the not like a full chronological list, so she's just choosing them by random. So that day, you guys already know how much of a big ass pothead I am. Like I I'm not proud per se sometimes, but you know, I do smoke very occasionally. And she did do Mary Jane Holland, which was bomb as fucks because I was like, oh my God, this is for me. She's like, Mary Jane Holland, hoo hoo. And it was so good, dude. I loved it. My dream was, it was so good, dude.
It was literally
like, it was so good. Yeah, I can't wait for her next concert, girl. But before we move on to the rest of today's episode, we want to give a big thank you to this week's sponsor. Thank you to ZGeek for sponsoring this week's episode. I just recently came back from watching Lady Gaga in Las Vegas for her Mayhem Ball tour. And let me tell you guys, Mother was mothering. The outfits, the vocals, the stage, everything was on point. And guess what? I got my tickets through ZGeek.
Oh my gosh, not you using ZGeek. Literally, if you're just trying to get out of the house, give someone a little gift, I feel like ZGeek is the way to go.
For real though, shout out to ZGeek because they're the #1 rated ticketing app with over 28 million downloads. They got tickets for everything. I'm talking Beyonce, Kali Uchis, The Weeknd, and like I said, Lady Gaga.
Every ticket is rated from 1 through 10, so that's when you know if you're getting a steal or not. When you look on the map and the seats, if you see a green, it means that's a really good deal. But if you see red, just keep looking.
And everything is backed by ZGeek's buyer guarantee. So you're not gonna get scammed like that one time you hit up that guy on social media for those Bad Bunny tickets. Don't act like we forgot.
So why not do something fun this weekend? Use code Let's Talk 10 to get 10% off your next ZGeek tickets. That's Let's Talk 10 for 10% off.
Click the link in the description to download the app now and have the code automatically added to your account. Easy peasy.
Thank you, ZGeek. Now let's go back to this week's episode.
Overall, since it was an eventful thing, I feel like I loved this summer. And Alan and I have been talking about how like, oh my God, like this summer has been so much fun. Like we've been doing so many things and stuff like that. It makes it hard to realize that sometimes when you're just living your life, you kind of just remember what happened because just a year ago, last summer, that's when Alan's grandpa had passed away. So like our derealization got to us and we were like, oh fuck, the reason why last year didn't feel the same was because, well, we lost grandpa, you know what I mean? This year felt like he was with us. Like, I don't know, like maybe because his 1 year already came up and stuff like that. Like he just felt very present. Since Alan's grandma is here from Mexico, I feel like that made it feel like he was even here even more. Since last year, Alan's grandpa passed away, Alan's grandma was having a really rough time. And for her birthday last year, we wanted to take her to Palm Springs so that, you know, she could take her mind off of what was going on at the moments and stuff like that. But unfortunately, when I went to go pick her up so we can go to Palm Springs, she fell on her face and she got really swollen and we were all kind of concerned and we really didn't want to go to Palm Springs because we didn't know what was going to happen, like if she could have slipped again, you know. We just didn't want to do the trip, so we canceled it. But this year we made it up to her and we decided to go to Palm Springs, and it was super last minute. Alan's family ended up planning that really last minute, but it ended up working out. We ended up going to Palm Springs for 2 days and we got this big ass house that was literally so beautiful. Like the pool, oh my God, dude,
It gave resort vibes.
That was low-key my dream house. And low-key the reason why I liked it was because the bedrooms were everywhere and I liked that. And the main bedroom was literally somewhere where nobody could pass through. We had such a good time that we ended up doing a side quest. I have been on the journey of like, let's not complain, let's just do it. You're not old as fuck where you can't do these things. Like, let's enjoy life. We ended up finding out that a couple of our other friends had gotten a house also in Palm Springs to celebrate their dad's birthday, and they had invited us over, and we looked at the navigation and it was only 8 fucking minutes, dude. 8 minutes. We were like, fuck it, like if everyone's already tired and wants to go to sleep, because it was really tiring because it was so hot, we were swimming so much, but we just didn't want to go to sleep yet. We got invited and we were like, fuck it, let's just go, let's get an Uber and it's 8 minutes away and then we could just Uber back and get drunk as fuck with them and, you know, have a good time. So we went over there and we just had a really good time, and Palm Springs was like a really, really good time. And low-key, I'm super proud of myself because I actually took my school with me to Palm Springs. I had already told you guys that I was really backed up with like like my real estate stuff, my teacher was rushing through the chapters because he likes to talk a lot about his personal life. So like he tries to like talk so much about himself that he doesn't like
concentrate on
what we're actually doing. And it's not bad because everything that he's talking about himself is about real estate. So he's giving us advice.
But sometimes it gets a little too sidetracked.
Yeah, it gets really sidetracked, and then he starts talking shit about people. No, he really does though. But he's a cool teacher. I love you, teacher. I love drama. Since I was like really backed up, I decided to bring it to the Palm Springs, and I ended up doing like 2 or 3 tests. I just kind of want to say like I'm super proud of myself. Like I just watched one of our old podcasts where I was talking about how I was really scared to get into school and like the way that it is. And right now I am absolutely loving school, that as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going again back to school for something else. And I'm just super excited to like learn. Like I've been so like
in this drive of learning,
like this drive of learning, and like I love it, and I appreciate the fact that I have the time to do it and I'm taking advantage of it, because I really do want to take this really seriously and I want to have a good time with this. I'm just so proud of myself. Like I just can't believe like I'm actually doing it. And as we're filming this right now, I only have 3 more classes, and then after that I just kind of have to finish all of my tests, but I'm finishing it up as I go. By the time that I'm done with my class, I just have to take one more big test, start studying for the really, really big test that I have to take through the state, and then apply to get my date, and I'll get my date, and then I go do my real estate quiz, and hopefully I get my license. And then after that, I have to go to a brokerage. So I'm kind of like looking into that right now. There's just like a lot of things, girl.
There's a lot behind the scenes that you didn't think I was gonna go on. Like you didn't think how
like
much
I just didn't think how, like sometimes like I'll literally be on my phone and I'll start looking up like brokerage, because right now like that's one of the most important things that I have to focus on is who am I gonna go with to represent me. That's very important to me, because I don't want to go in and be like, oh, this shit sucks, like these people suck, and then how am I gonna be able to get out? Like I'm barely brand new, and like I don't want to start off in a negative area and stuff like that. So like I just kind of want to make sure I do my extensive research. I did find one. I'm gonna ask it on here because maybe I have some of my real estate babies up in this gig, girl. So I wanted to ask, I have this brokerage company that I want to work with, but they're all remote. It's called EXP. I did double check. They are confirmed through the state website, so I know like that they're active and stuff like that. But it's just like there's no offices, there's just seminars, there's also mentors and stuff like that there, but it's all virtual. I kind of like that because I don't really want to go into an office and like do all that. I'd rather work from home, and I'd rather do my own schedule, not have to rely on somebody else, and like I could just email them back and forth.
But
you know,
your question to them is just like, is that a good option?
Is that a good option? Yeah, because
or any other recommendation.
People might also say like, oh, well, you have to build connections and stuff like that, but I am building connections. I'm gonna do everything through social media. Like I'm blessed enough to have like a following where I can branch out from that and hopefully get some clients from there as well. And if one way or another it doesn't end up working out through social media, of course I'll try my best to like, you know, talk to people around me. And I'm really good. I feel like I've always been a really good salesman, so I know my plan. I have a plan, and I'm just thinking. But what's your advice? Comment down below right now. Tell me what you guys think.
Now, while all that was going on, literally probably like that weekend after, one of our friends actually sent us like a little flyer thing that there's gonna be like this, I don't know how do you say, like a like jarapeo kind of event thingy, and they're gonna have different like bandas playing, different like DJs and stuff. And honestly, invite me to one of those shits, bitch. I am there. I love just like dressing vaquera and just actually wearing my cowgirl boots, because I feel like I don't wear them enough. We ended up going to the I Love Micheladas Summer Festival. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. They pretty much only come out every once a month in the beginning of the month. So that's what we heard, you know? Yeah. But I might be wrong.
We could be wrong, yes, of course. But point is, we decided to go, and we ended up getting a party bus because it was like, what?
18 of us?
Oh,
18
wow.
of us?
18 of us? God damn, I didn't think it was that many. And we literally pre-gamed in the party bus and everything. I loved my outfit so much. It was so fucking cute. And I got a lot of compliments from you guys too. So thank you so much. And if you guys want to know where the outfit is from, it's from Fashion Nova. We ended up arriving, and literally when we go in, Highkey was just so organized. Everybody had like their sections of like music that they were playing. Yes, they had porta potties, but honestly, they weren't as disgusting as how it would be like in festivals. impossible. Even the music around the porta potties, dude, that was so good that me and Nurali were even dancing at the porta potty section for like a while, dude. We were just so...
We ended up getting... It was such a good time that we ended up getting super drunk, like super drunk. It was such a good time that... Irma, of course it's Irma. Irma's always doing something. Irma ended up getting fingered in front of all of us.
Not even like that. Hold up.
She's like, it was an itch.
So there was a friend that invited a friend, right? And he asked me to dance. So then obviously we were like dancing and stuff, and we were just having a convo. And when we were leaving, like, back to the party bus, like he was being a little touchy and stuff. He was still being a little, a little handsy, and I was like, yeah, I know I'm sexy.
And Irma was already drunk, so then the guy ended up starting offering her drinks. Irma don't drink buzzballs.
I don't. So literally when we got into the party bus and like we were already leaving, we still had leftover liquor, so we were drinking that, and eventually I ended up sitting next to the guy, and I was drinking fucking buzzballs, dude. I was drinking it. He was drinking it. We were feeling each other up. Well, he was feeling me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because you didn't even touch him.
No, I didn't. It's because I feel shy.
Everyone's watching me.
Getting fingered.
Yeah.
No, dude, but you know what's funny? I thought he was just being like really touchy, just like that. Like I thought he was going around my waist, right? Mind you guys, I had a faja under, right? That's why it looks so like snatch and sexy. The faja has a zipper, and I usually leave it open because I don't want to deal with closing it and opening it when I'm at like the fucking parties or events or even at like places like this.
So you're
Nikki by skin. No, because I still put underwear under it.
Oh,
so I'm still covered. So basically, back to the point where I was sitting next to the guy, we were both so fucked up that I was kind of like feeling it too, nothing bad. Like if I wanted to stop him, I would have stopped him.
No, but you were having a good time.
I was having a
vibe.
good time, and it was just a little cheeky moment, but I was still like pretty embarrassed, not gonna lie, because I'm like, dude, like in front of my friends, like I would have never expected myself to do that, especially in front of my friends. But literally, no, like he literally, like a huevo, he put his hand in my underwear and got under and was trying to like finger my pussy, but I wasn't because I was clenching. So like his finger was like basically my ass crack, and I was like, stop, like get your finger out. He's like,
get that finger out of my face.
Yeah, and he was like, it's all right. I'm like, nah. So eventually, when it was at that part where I was like, all right, hold up, bitch, like it's getting a little too freaky deaky, right? We end up arriving to their house. I grab all my stuff and I fucking roll the fuck out there. I was like, okay, I need to be the first one, whatever. I go upstairs in their restroom, right? And then Danny comes in, and the guy was outside because I guess he followed me upstairs. I guess he saw me going upstairs.
Like, Irma, when you had came out of the party bus, you hadn't gone upstairs just yet.
Oh, no?
No. You were leaving your stuff somewhere. Oh. So then when you had gone upstairs, the guy came inside and he saw you go upstairs.
So that's right.
And somebody was in the restroom downstairs. And pues they're our friends, so we always tell them like if they want to go upstairs, they can. As soon as he saw you, he went upstairs too and was acting as if he was waiting to go to the restroom. But I already know what he was doing. So then I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and see if my friend wants this, because if he does, she doesn't, I can tell the guy to roll out, you know? So I go upstairs and I'm like, Irma, are you decent? And she's like, yeah, come in. And she's like, I'm fucked up, dude. I'm so fucked up. And I was like, well, the guy's outside. Like, are you gonna want to him or not? And she's like, it's because I don't know, I have to shower first. And I was like, why do you have to? Bitch, I was sweating everywhere, like I need to wash my pussy. And I was like, oh, well then wash your pussy if you want to fuck him. And she's like, oh my god, I don't know. She's like, well, if you want to fucking tell me so I can tell him, if not, so he can dip, you know what I mean? Because like, like I just need to understand you so like I can help you, so like the guy doesn't just barge in and you're over here like, oh shit, I didn't want that, you know what I mean? I made sure I said everything loud so that he can hear what we were saying. It was very well aware that I'm over here trying to make sure that everything is consensual. You know what I mean?
And mind you, the fingering was, I guess, consensual because I didn't really stop him.
And Irma was like, fuck it, I guess. Like, I'll just do it quick. And I was like, okay.
I remember you leaving. I turned off the lights in the bathroom to walk out with my head down. And then I see him come in, and mind you, to give you like an idea idea of how his body is, just imagine, you know, those animated guys are like very buff and like así, but like they're taller than you. So when I was looking down, that's all I saw, and I was just like, oh my god, wait, I'm weak.
You're like, just put it down now.
Like, you got me. So like, just imagine that and him just going towards you, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is gonna a little hot. Hold up.
And then Irma had a whole ass 50 Shades of Grey moment because he pushed her all the way towards the sink, and they started making out.
Not pushing like that, but like gently, you
Like
know,
gently, like
you know, the caressing kind of thing. You know, he was like, hey, like, are you sure? Like, we don't have to if you don't want to. That's the thing that he was actually very respectful about. Like, hey, like, if you don't want to, we don't have to. Like, it's fine. And like, we were kind of in between like making out and stuff, and I was like, okay, you're kind of feeling me up.
So then things ended up moving to the room,
and obviously things were still getting a little heated. We were both still pretty fucked up and stuff, and we were making out, but Highkey, like, I think we were just so like drunk that we just kept on losing our balance. Like, it was just kind of a little messy, I'm not gonna lie, until at the end we were both like, you know what, like, I think we're too like messed up that we should just save this for the next time. Yes, it sucks, I have blue balls from that, you know, it is what it is, but you know what,
you owe me one.
But no, the next time I see him, and I hope I do, I'm gonna be like, you owe me one, you gotta make it up for me tonight or what? Nah, tampoco, I'm not gonna force that. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
No, but overall, I feel like it was
a vibe. But it's fun to have like a little fling, especially when you're drunk at a night.
Yeah,
like it's fun to have like a guy to make out with, to get a little like close and like, you know, sexual. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. I feel like it just gets the excitement and the fun going. And, you know, I personally had a lot of fun. I didn't see it really as a bad way or anything. And honestly, I'm happy that I had that experience because I'm ready for more rounds, babes. I'm ready for more rounds with different guys.
No, but I feel like overall we had a really productive week. It was super fun. There's a little things here and there that we of course don't tell you guys all the time because I feel like talking about the good and the fun is always the best time. I love to talk about like the things that I had a really good time in, and I love to hear it from you guys. So don't forget to comment down below what was your guys' favorite part and what have you guys been up to, because we love the chisme, mija. We love it so much. I'll even bend over right now just for you to tell me the chisme.
Oh my god.
You could see my whole
black.
Gaga. I'm just kidding. But I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. Go ahead and comment down below what was your favorite part. Come back up, click that like button and the subscribe button. And before we leave, don't think that we forgot our positive affirmation. Be young, wild, and free.
I'm living young and wild and free.
But don't forget to follow us at all of our social medias at Call Me Danny,
at XO, and also don't forget to follow the Instagram and TikTok of Let's Talk Pendejadas.
and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.